I just really like to actually defy any people's idea that I would actually have to think hard about it. It's not true. I just really don't know how to say in Korean. I have no idea about it. Then I can actually say in other language. Maybe I can actually say in German, or I can actually say in French. Let me show you. This is total random one. I have never actually read anything like this. Xavier Dupont's Ligon from the region, the family assassination. A family assassinated. I don't really need to think about it. It's really easy. 11 la veille 2011, l'un des bouleversements domicile de la famille Dupont de Ligonnès, depuis plus les volets de ces petits émergents bourgeoisie sont clos. Personne n'est passé les pères de port. On April 11th, 2011, Nantes, Boulevard Chemin, really close domestic area of the family Dupont from Rigon. Since many days, the actual back doors and the gates of the house of a bourgeoisie are all closed, and no person had passed by entering into the house or opening up the gates. Les enfants ne sont pas présentés à l'école. Le téléphone de la famille sonnait dans le vide. Le courrier continuait s'entasser dans le bois aux vitres. The kids, actually from the family, had never attended the house by making themselves present, and the family telephones are ringing without being answered. And the actual mail that had been delivered continues to be piled up in the mailbox, because no one was there to answer or recollect the mail. Les voisins et les proches de la famille de Pont de Ligonnès s'inquiétaient. Où sont passés Daniel et Javier, leurs 4 enfants d'âge de 3 à 20 ans? Their neighbors and their close relatives and family members are worried about the family Dupont from the Rigon. What happens to this, family members, Agnes and Javier, and their 4 different children, starting from the age of 13 to 20-year-old? That means that their families, this family had a kids who are actually, aged starting from 13 up to 20 years old. The eldest one is the 20s, and the youngest one is the 13. 21 avril 2011, les enquêteurs découvrirent l'autre perquisition sur la terrasse de la maison sans cause en sévière de la mère et ses 4 enfants ont secours manqué et ses 2 pères, Javier Dupont de Ligonnès. April 21st, 2011, the investigators somehow discovered during their inquisition and a perquisition by actually ransacking the region to find any type of remnants. So inside and underneath the terrace of the house, there has been a closed hole underneath the surface of the terrace. They actually found, was covered of the 5 different cadavers, including the mother and 4 different children. The only missing cadaver in the body was the family's father, Xavier Dupont de Ligonnès. So originally, French people had a tendency to actually say the de Ligonnès. They're actually likely to from this family heritage, de Ligonnès. So that has been later incorporated into their last name to call the Dupont de Ligonnès, but this actually indicated their family's origins, right? De Janvier. They were actually from the Janvier region, like this. But it's been very easy. And not close to the Chemin Boulevard, there is a family house devoted to Dupont de Ligonnès, and after many days, the actual doors leading to the house had never been opened again. No one actually passed by it by going through the main gate. And the families are never been present at school. They never appeared again to attend the school. The telephones of the family house get no answer. And the mail that had been delivered by the postman almost always remain unpicked up and uncollected to be piling up on the post and mailbox. The families and the neighbors and relatives somehow got really worried, right? Because they just really wanted to know what happened. They started to get worried. S-T-A-R-T. So what has truly happened to Agnes and Xavier and their 4 different children whose ages are starting from 13 to 20-year-old? Because, the eldest one is 20 years old, the youngest one would be likely to be 13, and there are 4 different ages are disseminated between this category, 13 to 20th. The investigators who've been actually looking into the case somehow discover, during their ransacking and inquest into the scene, underneath the surface of the house as a terrace that's been placed beneath the terrace, 5 different dead bodies as a corpse and a cadaver is actually found that have been actually covered up underneath the surface. That included, mother's one and the 4 different children's one, right? The only missing body was in the father. The father's body is not there. That's what has been happened. The investigators have somehow managed to discover 5 different bodies, but the only missing body is father's one.